Hello, everyone. Let's jump right in. We're gearing up for the Final Four this weekend, plus a fatal crash in Mobile County and an update in a West Mobile homicide. We've got those stories and more coming right up. It's time for News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, Internet family. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Akivia McFarland. Thank you so much for joining us. You should be used to this by now. We give you the big stories that we're following for you at this hour. We talk about your answers to our question of the day, and we see how you voted in our Facebook poll. Got some good stuff coming up, so it's time to go ahead and kick the party off with the big stories that we're following for you right now. As always, beginning with number 5. President Trump is giving TikTok another 75 days to make a deal or face a possible ban in the U.S. This comes a day before the platform's Chinese-owned parent company's deadline to sell the app to a U.S.-based buyer. Amazon is among the companies bidding to acquire TikTok. ByteDance has previously said it has no plans to sell the app. We've always got some drama surrounding TikTok, don't we? Number 4. You can watch Auburn take on Florida in the Final Four right here on WKRG tomorrow night. Tip-off is set for 5:09. The winner between the Tigers and the Gators will face the winner of Duke versus Houston for the championship title. Duke and Houston will tip off at 7:49 Saturday night after the Florida-Auburn game. So you're going to want to be on Channel 5 right here on WKRG all day long. Come Saturday, you do not want to miss the Final Four. It will be something to behold. Number 3. Alabama state troopers say a bicyclist was hit and killed early Thursday west of Theodore. It happened around 4:15 yesterday morning. 55-year-old James Wade Jr. of Mobile was killed when the bicycle he was riding was hit by an SUV on Old Pascagoula Road. The driver of the SUV has not been charged. Number 2. The 100th birthday celebration for Pensacola Sanger Theater has been postponed due to the potential for bad weather this weekend. The street party was previously scheduled for this Sunday, but has been rescheduled to May 24th. The Sanger recognized the anniversary earlier this week with a ribbon cutting. And number 1. A deadly shooting in Mobile has been deemed a murder and attempted suicide. Police say a husband killed his wife and then turned the gun on himself. The wife has been identified as 61-year-old Carrie Jenkins. The suspect has not been named and remains in the hospital. The shooting happened on Long Meadow Road just before noon yesterday. So those are the big stories that we are following for you at this hour. Now let's go ahead and get things moving on to our question of the day. And here's the question. What was your dream job as a kid, and what are you doing today? All right, I have not seen any of these, so we're going to jump right on in and see how you all answered. All right at the top, Caitlin Wright says she wanted to be a chemist as a kid, but now she's an English teacher. I loved English growing up, so I appreciate all the English teachers out there. All right, moving next. Gail Lyons says, I wanted to be a food critic, now going into EMS, going to receive EMT basic certification by May. Congratulations on getting your certification, Gail. All right, let's see. I'm not gonna kid you. I'm having a hard time pronouncing that word. Diagnostician? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but you wanted to be something that's struggling to come out of my mouth, but you're an artist now, so cool. I like artists too. Let's go on. We have Annabeth Rouse. You want to be a nurse and a doctor, currently working in the medical field as an MA in nursing school. So you're kind of following your childhood path. Good for you. Jessica Elizabeth Loy says, I want to be a country music singer and I'm trying to find a job as a medical assistant. Well, good thing about that is no matter what job you have, girl, you can sing. You can sing wherever you like. So I'm still rooting for that childhood dream of yours. Angie Clayton DeMoy says, I wanted to be a florist, a recently retired pediatric RN after 43 years. Congratulations on your retirement and thank you for your years of service in the medical field. Let's keep going. We have Juliet Adams. I wanted to be a wildlife photographer on the Serengeti in Africa. I write grants and take a lot of pictures in my spare time. So you're still doing photography in your own way. Very, very cool. Let's keep on going. Sabrina Marie Fox says, I wanted to be in marine biology, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, and that's a job. That's a lot of work being a stay-at-home mom. So we applaud you for that as well, Sabrina. Let's keep on going. Linda Waters wanted to be a veterinarian, and now you're a retired legal secretary. All right. All right, and we have Kaylin Leachman. I wanted to be a meteorologist, and now I'm studying music education and hopes to be a band director. That's very, very cool. Nice. Very happy for you. All right, let's keep on scrolling. We're going to go down to a few more. All right, Chandler Bryan has an interesting answer. He wanted to be a NASCAR driver and ended up being a cosmetologist. Can't you do both? Just be safe if you're going to drive fast. Find like an empty lot where no one else is there and, you know, get your NASCAR on. All right. Joe Parker said, I want to be a policeman, and now I'm a retired policeman of 26 years. Thank you, Mr. Parker, for your service out there. All right, let's keep on going. Let's see just a few more. There's so many answers to read. I'm not going to read them all, but let's just read a couple of more. Sherry Westbrook, another interesting answer. I wanted to be a mermaid at Weeki Wachee World. Again, sorry if I butchered that. I'm a retired elementary school librarian now. Okay, well, there's a lot of water here on the Gulf Coast. You can still live your best mermaid dreams. And let's see. Let's do one more. Amy Elizabeth Batiste Shymick says, I want to be a ballerina or a princess, was a bartender, nurse, stay-at-home mom, so I think I will study ballet or royalty. Well, it sounds like you've done a little bit of everything. So very, very cool. Thank you all so much for answering the question of the day. And it's time to go ahead and get ready for that poll 2. Sports lovers, this one is for you. Let's go ahead and see it. Will Auburn win a national title in San Antonio? We've got a vast majority of you saying yes, with 78%. 22% of you are saying no. So it's nice to see that our local team is getting so much support from those of you who voted in the poll. And it looks like a few of you think one of those other 3 very strong competitors could be taking home all the money. So we will see, of course. Again, keep your eyes on WKRG right here tomorrow for the Final Four, and we can find out together who's going to be heading to that national championship title. It's going to be very, very exciting. All right, well, now that we've completed that, it's time to do some homework, people. I always send you away with something to do. We need you to go on over to the Facebook page and answer our next question of the day. What is your favorite TV show theme song? I have several options in mind, but I'm not going to tell you mine. I usually don't mind giving y'all a little taste, but I'm not doing it today. I want to see what you have to say. And vote in the next Facebook poll too. Do you think TikTok will ever have a U.S. buyer? Go ahead and vote on that. And did I fail to mention this? Go ahead and like the WKRG Facebook page if you haven't done that yet. I'm sure a lot of you have, but just in case you haven't, go ahead and get that done. And if you have a buddy that hasn't done it, maybe get them on board. They should be they should be giving us a like as well. So thank you all so much for joining us for WKRG News 5 Now. We're just a few minutes away from WKRG News 5 at 6, so make sure your TV is turned on. That way you can tune in, join myself and Roseanne Haven, and we will keep you up to date on all of your local news. As always, it is such a pleasure getting together with you all for News 5 Now. Catch you next time.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.